Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Joshua, the 13th chapter. And as we went through in the 12th chapter, covering the kings, pretty much just went through the different kings that were slain on the east of Jordan and the west of Jordan by the Israelites during their conquest of the land. So this is Joshua 13:1. Now Joshua was old and stricken in years, and the Lord said unto him, Thou art old and stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very much land to be possessed. So he was an old man at this point. And this is the land that yet remaineth, all the borders of the Philistines, and all Geshuri, from Sihor, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron northward, which is, let me see if I can find this actually here. Let's look. Joshua 13. Okay, I think this might do a little something right here. Actually, nope, no, it ain't doing much. Not really too many good ones out here. All right, we'll just keep on going. Can do some diligence to find that. For verse 3, from Sihor, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron northward, which is counted to the Canaanite, 5 lords of the Philistines, the Gazathites and the Ashdothites, and Eshkelonites and Gittites and the Ekronites, also the Avites. From the south, all the land of the Canaanites, and Meara, that is beside the Sidonians, unto Aphek, to the borders of the Amorites, and the land of the Giblites, and all Lebanon toward the sun rising, from Baal-Gad under Mount Hermon, unto the entering into Hamath. All the inhabitants of the hill country, from Lebanon unto Misrephoth-Maim, and all the Sidonians, them will I drive out from before the children of Israel. Only divide thou it by lot unto the Israelites for an inheritance, as I have commanded thee. So those that are left, I'm going to drive them out of the land. All I need you to do now is to divide it by lot, so that everybody can have their allotted portions, and they can know this is the tribe of Judah, this is the tribe of Ephraim, this is the tribe of such and such. Now therefore divide this land for an inheritance unto the 9 tribes and the half tribe of Manasseh. Because remember, half of Manasseh was already over on this side, right? So if we can just get, there you go. So you have Asher, Naphtali as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's all these here, including Dan, with the exception of this half tribe here. Okay, so total that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the entire, Manasseh put together would make it 12. So, with whom the Reubenites and the Gadites have received their inheritance, right, which is on the east side, which Moses gave them beyond Jordan eastward, even as Moses, the servant of the Lord Yahweh, gave them. From Aroer, that is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain of Medeba unto Dibon, and all the cities of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, unto the border of the children of Ammon, and Gilead, and the border of the Geshurites, and the Maacathites, and all Mount Hermon, and all Bashan unto Salcah, and all the kingdom of Og in Bashan, which reigned in Ashtaroth, and in Edrei, who remained of the remnant of the giants. For these did Moses smite and cast them out. That was all on the east side here. Nevertheless, the children of Israel expelled not the Geshurites, nor the Maacathites, but the Geshurites and the Maacathites dwell among Israel unto this day. So they didn't drive them out of the land. Only unto the tribe of Levi he gave none inheritance. The sacrifices of the Lord God, and inheritance meaning land, right? So the Levites didn't have their own land here, which you say the land of Levi. Instead, in terms of land, what they did have was a portion out of the various tribes, the suburbs, where they would dwell. Only unto the tribe of Levi he gave none inheritance. The sacrifices of the Lord Yahweh, God of Israel, made by fire, are their inheritance, as he said unto them. Hence, also, the offerings and the sacrifices were, the actual food of it, right, was given to the Levites, right, the portions, and you can read that in the law. And Moses gave also, or unto the tribe of the children of Reuben, inheritance according to their families. And their coast was from Aroer, that is on the bank of the river Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain of Medeba, and that is Reuben, right there. Heshbon and all her cities that are in the plain, Dibon and Bamoth Baal, and Beth Baal Meon, and Jahazah, and Kedemoth, and Mephaath, and Kirjathaim, and Sibma, and Zareth Shahar, in the mount of the valley, and Beth Peor, and Ashdoth Pisgah, and Beth Jeshimoth, and all the cities of the plain, and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the princes of Midian, Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, which were dukes of Sihon, dwelling in the country. Balaam also, the son of Beor, the soothsayer, did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them. And this is the Balaam, right, from Numbers, Balaam and Balak. So when they caught up to him over there, he got cooked. He was slain. And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan, and the border thereof, and that is their east border. Their west border. This was the inheritance of the children of Reuben after their families, the cities and the villages thereof. And Moses gave inheritance unto the tribe of Gad, even unto the children of Gad according to their families. And their coast was Jazer, and all the cities of Gilead, and half the land of the children of Ammon unto Aroer, that is before Rabbah. And from Heshbon unto Ramath Mizpah, and Betonim, and from Mahanaim unto the border of Debir. And in the valley Beth Haram, and Beth Nimrah, and Sokoth, and Zaphon, the rest of the kingdom of Sihon, king of Heshbon, Jordan and his border, even unto the edge of the sea of Chinnereth, on the other side Jordan eastward, that is the land of Gad right here, which is bordered by Jordan that goes up to the sea of Chinnereth. This is the inheritance of the children of Gad after their families, the cities, and their villages. And Moses gave inheritance unto the half-tribe of Manasseh, and this was the possession of the half-tribe of the children of Manasseh by their families. And their coast was from Mahanaim, all Bashan, and all the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, and all the towns of Jair, which are in Bashan, 60 cities, that's 60 cities. And half Gilead, and Ashtaroth, and Edrei, cities of the kingdom of Og in Bashan, were pertaining unto the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, even to the one half of the one half of the children of Machir by their families. These are the countries which Moses did distribute for inheritance in the plains of Moab, on the other side Jordan by Jericho eastward. But unto the tribe of Levi Moses gave not any inheritance. The Lord Yahweh God of Israel was their inheritance, as he said unto them. And that's why they don't have their own land. And that brings us to the end of the book of Joshua, the 13th chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.